Hi guys, so I'm going to read Fantastic Four number 37. So a titanic tale tinged with that marvelous Marvel magic. Behold, a distant star. The fabulous FF actually invade another galaxy. Behold, a distant star. With the wedding of Reed Richards and Sue Storm not far away, the world's most colorful quartet finds it difficult to concentrate on anything else. And yet there is still work to be done at FF headquarters. As our mind-staggering tale begins, we find Ben and Johnny trying on their wedding togs, when suddenly, unexpectedly, the teenager bursts into flame. Ben, Johnny, I've got something to show you. Johnny, what happened? Some kids'll do anything to get out of wearing a monkey suit, and I don't blame 'em. It must be my new power ray. I should have turned it off before entering. Stand back! I'm flaming on! Can't stop myself. Again, the world's greatest comic magazine affirms its leadership with this eye-filling spectacle written by Marvel's inimitable Stan Lee, drawn by Marvel's unmatchable Jack Kirby, inked by Marvel's impeccable Chick Stone, lettered by Marvel's unbearable Artie Simek. Sorry, Johnny, I've been working so hard to complete this project before the wedding that I'm afraid I've grown careless. Just cough up the dough for a new tux, boss man, and it'll be okay. And maybe the next one ought to be asbestos. What in blazes is that corny-looking gizmo anyway? To put it simply, it's a variation of a power amplifier. It draws energy from an unknown source from somewhere beyond the confines of our solar system, and converts it into raw, usable power. Thanks to Heap for putting that on simply. Now, how about saying it in English? Hi, Alicia, baby. Couldn't stay away from your dreamboat Ben another minute, huh? Is Reed here, Ben? I think he should go, into Sue. She seems to be upset about something. Sue, upset? I'll be right up there, Alicia. Sue, darling, I don't know what's troubling you, but perhaps these flowers I took from the vase inside will make you feel better? I'm afraid it'll take more than some flowers, Reed, dearest. I've never seen you this way before. Tell me, Susan, what is it? Have I done something? Oh, no, Reed. It's just I wish it were something that was simple. It's my father. I simply can't reconcile myself to the idea of his murder going unpunished. But Sue, he was killed by the Skrulls. His death was planned on a planet countless light years from here. And he gave his life to save us, to save all of Earth. Isn't that comfort enough for you? No, for as long as the Skrull menace remains, they might infect the rest of the stars at any time. Who knows when they'll strike again? Even as the two lovers speak, a Skrull space yacht cruises through the evening sky in a far distant galaxy. My Lord Morat, is it not time we've returned to our home planet? Not yet, not yet, my lovely princess. Not while this anger still rages in my heart. But Morat, you know I love you. Why should your heart be so filled with rage? It is your father, the king. He still refuses to consent our marriage. He still distrusts me, his greatest, his most powerful warlord. Was it not I who arranged for that earthlings to die when he returned to his planet? Did I not do it for the glory of the Skrull Empire? But it was a cruel, a heartless deed. Oh, why do I love you so? So that was seen in FF number 32, Death of a Hero, Stan. Morat, no! Please, do not shoot that harmless game. The natives of this primitive planet use them as beasts of burden. Silence, Anil. You are not yet my wife. None can tell Warlord Morat where to hunt, or what to hunt. I do what pleases me, and it pleases me to revel in my power. Look, Anel, see the steady hand, the piercing eye of the man you love. See how nothing that lives can escape from Warlord Morat. All I see is the heart of a savage beneath the cloak of a nobleman. You frighten me, Morat. I wish we had never met. Meanwhile, in another part of this endless, unfathomable universe. Hey, where's everybody skipping off to? What about the wedding rehearsal? We're postponing it, Ben. There's something which Sue wants me to take care of first, and I'm going to do it. We're going to the planet of the Skrulls to bring Dr. Storm's murderer to justice. What? You must be joking, Reed. I'm not joking, Johnny. We're going to do it. Reed, Richards, you're a professional nut. Even if you find a way to get there, I ain't tackling the whole planet just on your say-so. I didn't mind tangling with the Hulk, or the Submariner, or Doc Doom, or any of those other superpowered screwballs. But a whole planet? Yeesh. Ben, dear, I know you're only thinking of me, but you mustn't. I'll understand. I know just how much this means to Sue and to Johnny, and I'll know you'd never let them go without you. You know something, Honeybug? In this whole corny, crazy, cockeyed world, there's one little blind gal who can see things clearer than anyone else. Take care of yourself, baby, 'cause you're the greatest. 2 days later, boosted by a giant Saturn rocket from Cape Kennedy and fitted out with a new thrust drive mechanism adapted from Reed's power ray device, a roaring prototype spaceship heads towards the unknown. Gosh, Reed, how'd you ever get NASA itself to go along with your plan? Well, Johnny, I've done them a few favors for them in the past, and they were anxious to test my new power thrust drive anyway. So NASA's National Aeronautics and Space Administration stand. But Reed, darling, they're so many light years away. No matter how fast we go, we're not going through normal space, Sue. Our flight will utilize a space-time warp. In fact, we're about to enter it now. If I saw this on the Twilight Zone, they'd think I was kidding. Hey, what's happening? Seconds later, when the great ship stops trembling, nobody speak. If I make the slightest error in my computations, we could be lost forever in the endless abyss of subspace. Now, he tells us. And as the long, torturous, incredible flight continues through the mysterious space-time warp, not a sound is heard, save the muffled ticking of a ship's clock. Until... Hang on! The next few seconds will tell the story. We're ready to bridge the gap between the galaxies. Here we go! But it doesn't feel like anything. You can have more fun on a roller coaster on Coney Island. If it's fun you want, big buddy, you should have stayed home and watched Captain Kangaroo. Look, half-pint, another dumb crack like that and I'll... Hold it, Ben. I want to explain this to you. Remember Einstein's theory that the universe is like a ball? We're in subspace now, inside that ball, ready to break out into the Skrull galaxy. Boy, give me a piece of chalk and a blackboard, and there's no stopping you. Ben, you old phony. As an ex-test pilot, you probably know more about all this than any of us do. Look, it's getting lighter. We're busting out now. We made it. We're in normal space again, right on target. And now for the Skrulls. A personal note. For those of you who might claim our tale is too far-fetched, we offer in evidence this photo, taken by a remote control via a special camera, ejected from the ship at that precise microsecond. Unfortunately, the quality of the picture is a trifle hazy, due to the fact that no film made on Earth is specifically intended for use in the murky Skrull atmosphere. Fasten your seatbelts. According to my calculations, the planet we want is directly ahead. Gee, it's hard to believe that you're the same guy who got lost walking to that A&P last week. Minutes later, the mighty ship makes a smooth, uneventful landing, and then... Reed, look! Ahead of us! Are they Skrulls? No, dear. They just seem to be a harmless humanoid form of fauna. Looks like they're a lot more scared of us than we are of them. One of them looks like my dear old Aunt Petunia, wearing a beetle wig. But then suddenly, "So, your force field! Quickly! We're being attacked!" Wow, just in time. But then, what happened, darling? I don't know. It faded away just after a few seconds. Don't worry about it, kiddies. There's nothing they can throw us that a little bit of muscle won't take care of. My muscle, that is. While you're flexing, Big Mouth, I'll start flying. Here they come. Flame on! Our earthling enemies, destroy them! So, you know who we are, huh? Well, it won't do you any good. Ugh! I don't get it. My flame went out after only a few seconds. But how? Quick, use your freeze ray on him. Hey, Ben, stop picking daisies and come and rummin'. I can't flame on again. I hear you talking, buddy boy. How about trying that pop gun on me, creep? It's gangway! It's clobbering time! Give 'em one for me, big fella. With luck, perhaps, I can lasso all of them at one time. Then we can hold them for questioning. Stand your ground, you craven cowards. We Skrulls are the earthlings of any... equals of any earthlings. I'll shoot the first one to retreat. But before Reed's pliable arm can find its target, a startling series of events occur. First, the mighty thing suddenly collapses under the weight of the giant boulder, which he had effortlessly lifted just seconds before. For the love of Pete! All of a sudden, I feel like a blasted weakling. While the incredible arm of Mr. Fantastic loses its resiliency, it snaps back to normal size, as though it has a mind of its own. I can't control my limbs any longer. My body has lost its ability to stretch. Reed, this is terrible. We all seem to have lost our most vital powers. Meanwhile, the battle-wise Skrulls lose no time in pressing their sudden advantage. Now, while they're helpless, give them a blast with your immobilizer ray. Fire! Whizz. Then, less than 60 seconds later, take them to Warlord Morat. He will reward us handsomely. By the time the Skrull's immobilizer ray is worn off, the captured quartet find themselves in a strange, unearthly prison. Why can't we ever win an easy victory? How come we always have to do it the hard way? What makes you think we're gonna win this one, Junior? Without our power, we couldn't fight our way through Yancey Street. We gotta test ourselves right away and see just how much power we lost. Oh, Reed, if we're helpless on an alien planet, it's no use. All they can muster up is the power of a couple of soggy matchsticks. But how can a living doll like me lose my strength? Maybe I was just imagining things. I'll give her a whammo and make sure. Whip! Did you hear that? Nothing but a puny whip. Me, who used to never get anything less than a broom or at least a kapow. You just barely chipped the wall, my Ben. You are weaker, old friend. The one thing I didn't expect. Something in the Skrull atmosphere has destroyed our powers. Look, we're being watched. It's one of the Skrulls. Judging by his insignia, he's a high-ranking officer of some sort. He seems to be trying to make up his mind what to do with us. Morat, if you captured 4 Earthlings, you must tell my father. The king must know about it. Of course, my beloved Anel. I have no secrets from our noble sovereign. Slam. Oh, Morat, even though you have won my heart, my head tells me not to trust you. If only you were not so ruthless, so ambitious. Foolish child. All I desire is to serve my king and my princess. Now go, my lovely one, for I have man's work to do, and have no fear. Very well, Morat. I shall do as you say. But remember, you must deliver the Earthlings to my father at once. She's gone. To me, my loyal warriors. The time has come for action. Fate has given me the means to overthrow our weakling king. Soon the crown will be mine. Wherever you lead, we shall follow, noble Morat. Tell us your plan. We must slay the Fantastic Four. Then the entire kingdom must learn that they died at my hands. I shall be acclaimed as the galaxy's greatest hero. 3 times before, the Earthlings have foiled our plans. Now it takes Morat to destroy them. Fantastic Four number 2/1832. Stan. And so, as the wicked Skrull and his henchmen approach the cell, there must be some way to get my ever-loving strength back. Maybe if I chomped on some vitamin pills. It'll take more than a few pills to get us out of this one, Ben. It's all my fault. If only I hadn't insisted. What have I done to us all? Don't blame yourself, darling. We knew the risks. Dory won't have to worry about me shouting flame on anymore. Suddenly, look, the door is sliding open. Hot sig, let's get out of here. Hold it, Ben. It could be a trap. Nuts. Even a trap's better than just sitting around waiting for old age to polish us off. Gangway! Stop him, Johnny. He doesn't know what he's doing. No need for alarm, Earthling. We shall stop him. We shall stop all of them. The range is set. At my command, fire! But desperately, Reed hurls himself into the four. Stop! Don't squeeze those triggers. I have something to trade. In return to for our lives. Speak and speak fast. You know who I am. My scientific know-how has defeated you in the past. But I now offer you the world. Spare our lives, and I'll show you how to get unlimited power. Reed, what are you saying? You can't, you mustn't. Your proposition intrigues me, Earthling. We shall hold our fire while you continue talking. Now proceed. You know that you can trust us. At that moment in the Imperial Skrull Palace, we find, Where have you been, my daughter? I saw you not this entire day. I spent the day with Warlord Morat, most noble father. My heart wishes you would look with favor upon him. Never. I do not trust him. He has the look of a man who longs to wear my crown, but by the galaxy it shall never be his. I must change the subject quickly, before father flies into an uncontrollable rage. What think you of the capture of the Fantastic Four, father? How do you plan to deal with your earthly prisoners? What is this you say? The Fantastic Four here captured? By whom? Why was I not told? It was Morat. He promised to inform you immediately. He has told me nothing. By my scepter, this smacks of high treason. Come, we must find him at once. He has gone too far this time. Now he must feel my royal wrath. Oh, Morat, my beloved, what have I done to you by speaking thus so rashly? While in another area of the Skrull planet. So, this is the weapon that will make me supreme. I must have it. I must learn its operation, and then I shall rule all. I never thought you'd do it, Reed. How could you give your power ray to him? We'll discuss that later, Johnny. Don't interrupt me now. What do you mean, don't interrupt you? You're fixing a knuckle under to a creep like him, and we're supposed to clam up, huh? Well, I ain't buying, see? Stay back, Ben. I'm the one who makes decisions for this team, and nobody changes those decisions. Not even you. You turn that on me? On your own buddy? Why, you double-dealing, backstabbing, yellow-bellied crumb. I'll turn it on anyone who tries to stop me. And that goes for Johnny and even Sue. Survival is all that matters. Bzz. My darling, no! Sis, look out! Ugh! Quickly, seize the power ray. Take it from the Earthling before he thinks to use it against us. Now that I see how easily it operates, we need delay no longer. Attack! No, no, you can't. You said you'd spare us. You promised. Reed, we trusted you, and you failed us. The fool reminds us about my promise. Show him what a promise means to Warlord Morat. I do as you command, Warlord. But why does he not perish? And why do the others still live? Because it is you who are the fools. We needed that raid to restore our powers. Wowee! We should have known. Old Reed did it again. He outsmarted him. I knew it all the time. Reed is stretching. Johnny is flaming again, and I can turn invisible now. Oh, wait, sorry. The invisible woman said that. Reed is stretching, Johnny is flaming again, and I can turn invisible now, too. I hate to be an Indian giver, boys, but I'm taking this back now. If you want one, you'll have to buy your own little erector set and see how handy you are. Thwop. Shoot him, destroy them all. It will mean your lives if one of them escapes. Death to the Earthlings. The only way you'll be able to hit us, brother, is with spitballs. There isn't a weapon made that we can't handle. Flee, nothing can withstand the fury of his flames. Bah, I'm still Warlord here. My remote-controlled ISO missiles will demolish anything that lives. Not if I do a little demolishing of my own, while they're passing by, Buttercup. Boom! Nice going, big buddy, but I'll finish off the second one. I wouldn't want you to sprain those dainty little fists of yours. They can still be stopped with our demolo guns, but you cringing cowards are too fearful to aim correctly. Give me that weapon. I'll show you how to blast the accursed Earthlings. Did anyone ever tell you that you're a very hostile person? What mnemonical enchantment is this? Wait, I remember. The girl has the power of invisibility. She must be within this confine. Blast her! Keep firing! I'm trapped in their crossfire. But then, a charging mass of muscular fury plows into the hapless marksman. If it's a fight you guys are looking for, stand your ground. He can't defeat all of us. Reinforcements on the double. Sorry, playmates. I had to let you go for a while. I hear company coming. Now that wasn't careless of me. Y'all dropped right down on top of your palsies. Whammo. And then at the crucial moment, a stern, commanding, imperious voice rings out. Morat, put an end to your clumsy battling. Your sovereign commands you. The king. Hey, how many armies are we gonna have to clobber before we take a break? Stand fast. Follow my lead. Your Majesty, I present you with those alien prisoners whom I have captured. Secure the captives. You lie, as always, Morat. Had my personal guard not appeared, you and your men would have been defeated, and you never intended to bring the aliens to me. Father, he is your own warlord. How can you— Silence, Anil. He is my warlord no longer. Strip him of his insignia. Put him in chains. I brand Morat as a traitor to the realm. So, you dare force a showdown. Very well, we shall see which of us is the stronger. Death to the king! No, the odds are hopeless. We will not fight. Thus deserted by his own followers, Morat faces the only fate a traitor can expect. No, don't fire, you mustn't. I love him. Adele, come back. She ran into the line of fire before I could stop my men. Anel, my child, what have I done to you? May the gods forgive us. Our weapons were set. We could not stay our hands in time. But though the deadly blasts strike the evil Morat with fatal effect, they seem miraculously be deflected before they can strike the weeping princess, who is directly in the line of fire. Morat, oh no! Stay back, my princess. I have failed. It is better thus. Life can hold no— My daughter lives. She is unscathed. It is a miracle. Not quite, your majesty. You have this girl to thank for your daughter's life. Annelle was saved by her invisible force field. What? I must be grateful to an earthling? Though the very sight of you is repugnant to my eyes. You may ask me any boon of me. You have earned the right. There is but one boon you can grant. Give us the Skrull responsible for the death of the prisoner you returned to Earth many months ago. For the victim of that infamous deed was the girl's father. Then I am doubly pleased at this turn of events. Here, that is the one you seek. It was evil Morat who planned this deception. Morat the traitor. And now my debt to you is paid. With the slaying of Morat, the earth need fear the Skrulls no longer. It was he who craved to conquer Earth. To me you are alien savages. You are beneath my imperial notice. Now go while you still may. That's the best offer I've heard all day. Those guys are for the birds. Now that it's over, I realize revenge isn't so sweet after all. We did what had to be done, darling. You must have no regrets. The princess sure got the short end of this stick. She's crying her eyes out. It's a different galaxy with a different race of living beings, and yet it seems that ambition and hate and love are the same everywhere in the universe. Perhaps we're not really so different from others, either on Earth or in the endless void of space. And the day all mankind realizes that lesson, we shall come to a step closer to brotherhood and universal peace. Meanwhile, a tense vigil continues atop the Baxter Building. Surely they could have not forgotten the wedding rehearsal, my dear. They'll be here, Reverend. Somehow, some way. My heart tells me. They'll be here. Listen, that distant sound. Like a mighty rocket, roaring overhead, heading eastward towards the sea. A rocket? I was not aware of any launchings planned for this time. Seconds later, the great ship finds its final resting place beneath the ocean depths, as four weary figures ride within a whirling vacuum spout, caused by the torch's flaming heat. Good boy, Johnny. I knew you could do it. He's using his near nova heat. Can it last long enough? It better last, kiddo. I ain't exactly built for gliding. Woo, just in time. I couldn't have kept it ablaze for more than a second longer. I'll send a full report to NASA as soon as possible. The ship worked like a charm. Yeah, all I needed was a squirrel tail in the aerial. Ben, you're impossible. Finally, after making a somewhat startling entrance. Hi, Alicia, baby. Did you miss me? Alicia and Reverend Miller. Oh, of course, their wedding rehearsal. Sorry we're late. We were, unavoidably detained. You made it. I knew you would. My goodness. The Vicar warned me that I'd find you rather unusual, but I never... Oh well, shall we begin? Moments later. The rehearsal's going very well, but could we have a little bit less noise? I can't help it. These things always make me blubber. Hug, sniff, glub. And so the wedding day draws ever closer. But as the fabulous group proceeds to the rehearsal, none of them suspect the dread danger which they are soon to face, a danger which only Stan and Jack could create, and only the FF could overcome. Don't miss our next great-ish. We're producing it just for you. So, that's the end of that comic. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be appreciated. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys later.